January 8th, 1935. Tupelo, Mississippi. That night, 2 babies were born, twins. The first was stillborn. The second lived. But nobody knows what really happened that night. Elvis Presley carried a secret his whole life. His brother Jesse. Did he really die? Or did he continue living inside Elvis? And that last night on stage, he was no longer alone. Tupelo, Mississippi. A poor neighborhood. A wooden house. Screams came from inside. Gladys Presley was giving birth. But something was wrong. "There are 2 babies!" the midwife shouted. "Twins!" Vernon Presley waited outside the door. He was trembling, from fear, from poverty, from helplessness. The first cry, a baby was born. But silence. It didn't cry. "This baby is dead," the midwife said quietly. Gladys screamed, "No, no!" Then the second cry, the second baby, this time it cried, strong, powerful. "This one is alive," said the midwife. "Congratulations, you have a son." Vernon entered. He looked at both babies. One cold, motionless, the other screaming, living. "What will their names be?" asked the midwife. Gladys took the living baby in her arms. She was crying. "This is Elvis Aaron." Then she looked at the dead baby. "And that's Jesse Garon." Vernon whispered, "We need to bury Jesse." "No!" Gladys held Elvis tightly. "He's my son, too. He should have lived." That night, Jesse Garon Presley was buried in Priceville Cemetery, in an unmarked grave. But Gladys went there every day and talked. "Jesse, your brother is healthy. He's living for you, for both of you." And as Elvis grew up, he felt something different, as if inside him there was someone else, but what he didn't know yet. Elvis was 5 years old. He didn't play with other children. He sat alone in the corner. "Elvis, why don't you play with your friends?" Gladys asked. "Because I already have a friend." "Who?" Elvis paused, then whispered, "Jesse." Gladys's heart stopped. "Did you say Jesse?" "Yes. He talks to me every night." Gladys knelt down. She looked into her son's eyes. "Elvis, Jesse died the day he was born." "I know. But he's still here. Inside me." Gladys cried, because she knew. Her son's bond with his brother had never broken. Night. Elvis lay in his bed. He closed his eyes and heard a voice. "Elvis." He opened his eyes. Nobody was in the room. But the voice continued. "I'm Jesse, your brother. Don't forget, you're not alone. You never were." Elvis smiled. "I know, Jesse. You're always with me." And from that moment, Elvis never felt alone. Because Jesse was always there. This is where everything changed. Elvis was 11 years old. He got his first guitar and started playing. But something was strange. When he sang, his voice changed. Sometimes deep, sometimes high, as if 2 people were singing. "Elvis, how do you do that?" asked his teacher. "Do what?" "Your voice. It's like 2 people." Elvis was surprised. "I don't know. I just sing what comes from inside." That night, he looked in the mirror and saw Jesse, or wanted to see him. "Jesse, is that you? Are you singing with me?" No answer came. But Elvis knew. Jesse was there, in every note, in every word. Elvis went to Sun Records, made his first recording. Sam Phillips was shocked. "This kid is different. His voice, it's like 2 people." Elvis smiled. "Thank you, sir." But he thought to himself, because we really are 2 people. Wait a minute. Don't miss this detail. Elvis became a superstar. But he struggled with something. "Mama, sometimes I don't feel like myself," he told Gladys. "What do you mean?" "On stage, I become someone else, stronger, braver, like Jesse is performing instead of me." Gladys put her hand on her son's face. "Elvis, Jesse is dead. You're alive. Only you. But what if we're both alive? What if I'm living for both of us?" Gladys couldn't answer, because deep down she was thinking the same thing. Nights. Elvis went to Jesse's grave, in the dark, without anyone knowing. He touched the gravestone. "Jesse, are you there? Can you hear me?" The wind blew, leaves rustled, and Elvis heard a voice, familiar but different. "I'll always be with you. When you succeed, I succeed. When you sing, I sing," Elvis cried. "I miss you. I never knew you, but I miss you. You know me, because I'm a part of you." But here's the shocking part. Gladys Presley died. Elvis was devastated. At the funeral, he stood by the coffin. "Mama, why did you leave? You left me alone." That night, he sat alone at home and called Jesse. "Jesse! Jesse! Where are you?" Silence. "Jesse! Did you take Mama? Did you leave too?" Then a voice, weak, distant. "I'm still here. But Mama, she loved both of us. Now she's with us, always." Elvis collapsed. "But I'm alone. For the first time, I'm truly alone." "No, you're never alone. I'm here. I always will be." But Elvis wasn't sure anymore. Maybe Jesse was just imaginary. Maybe he always was. What you've seen so far is nothing. Elvis married Priscilla, but on their honeymoon he said something strange. "Priscilla, I need to tell you something." "What?" "I'm not alone. There's someone else inside me." Priscilla laughed. "What are you saying, Elvis?" "I'm serious. My brother Jesse. He lives with me, inside me." Priscilla's laughter stopped. "Elvis, Jesse died the day he was born. I know, but his soul is with me. Always has been." Priscilla was scared. "Elvis, maybe you should see a doctor." "A doctor can't help me, because this is real. Jesse is real, and he's stronger than me." That night, Priscilla watched Elvis while sleeping. He was talking, but his voice was different, deeper, darker. "I am Jesse. I am strong. I should have lived," Priscilla screamed, and Elvis woke up. "What happened?" he asked. "You were Jesse. You were talking." Elvis turned pale. "What did I say?" "You said you should have lived. You won't believe this. The 1970s. Elvis collapsed. Drugs, alcohol, excessive weight. But his friends noticed something strange. Sometimes Elvis was different. His voice changed. His personality changed. "Elvis, are you okay?" Red West asked. Elvis looked at him, but his eyes weren't familiar. "I'm not Elvis. I'm Jesse." Red stepped back. "What?" "Jesse, the brother, the dead one. But I'm not dead anymore. I'm alive. Inside Elvis." Red ran to a doctor. "Elvis is going crazy." The doctor came, examined Elvis. "Dissociative identity disorder, multiple personality. Jesse is his alter ego. What should we do?" "Medication, therapy. But this is deep. It's been there since childhood." But treatment didn't work, because Jesse was now in control. You haven't seen the biggest surprise yet. June 1977, Indianapolis. Elvis's last concert. Backstage, he looked in the mirror and saw two faces, himself and Jesse. "Jesse, is this the end?" he whispered. Jesse answered, from inside. "Yes, Elvis. This is the end. I'm tired now. You're tired. It's time to unite." "What do you mean?" "Time to die together, you and me, as we started," Elvis cried. "But I'm not ready yet." "You are. You always were. That night when I died, you should have died too. But you lived. For me. But now we can both go." He went on stage, sang the last song. But it wasn't just Elvis anymore. Jesse was there too. They were singing together. The crowd screamed, but nobody noticed. That night on stage, there were two souls. As security approached, Graceland, bathroom. Elvis collapsed. But before dying, he saw something. Jesse, standing, smiling. "Welcome, brother. Finally." Elvis reached out. "Jesse, were you really real?" "I was always real. You and me, one soul, in one body." "But why? Why did I suffer so much?" "Because you lived for both of us, 2 lives in 1 body, but now we can unite. Elvis closed his eyes and felt it. Jesse joined him, entered him, united with his soul, and in that moment, he found peace, for the first time, real peace. The ambulance came, but it was too late. Elvis Presley died, 42 years old. But the truth is, it wasn't just Elvis who died. Jesse died too, both together, as they should have been born. This is where everything changed. Graceland, funeral, thousands of people, but nobody knew. Inside the coffin, it wasn't just Elvis. Jesse was there too, in spirit. Vernon Presley stood by his son's coffin and whispered, "Finally together, twins, as it should be." Then he did something that nobody saw. He put a small photo inside the coffin. 2 babies, Elvis and Jesse, twins. You were born together, you grew apart, but now you rest together. Elvis was buried next to Jesse, not at Priceville Cemetery, at Graceland, but spiritually, they were together. Everyone had learned the truth, but the real shock. A researcher went to Priceville Cemetery to find Jesse's grave, and he found it. Small, unmarked, forgotten. But on the gravestone, there was writing, freshly carved. He didn't know who did it. Jesse Garon Presley, 1935 to 1977. United with my brother. 1977. But Jesse died in 1935. The researcher was shocked. Who changed this date? And why? He asked Vernon Presley. Mr. Presley, Jesse's gravestone says 1977. Vernon smiled, a bitter smile. Because Jesse died in 1977, with Elvis. But he died the day he was born. His body died, but his soul lived in Elvis for 42 years. And in 1977, his soul died too. The researcher wrote a book, The Twin Theory, Elvis and Jesse. But nobody believed it. They said it was just a conspiracy theory. But those who knew, knew. Elvis was never alone. Jesse was always there when he read that document. Lisa Marie Presley was asked in an interview, "Was there anything strange about your father?" Lisa Marie paused. "Yes, sometimes he would talk to himself and use another name, Jesse." "Jesse?" "Yes, his twin brother, the stillborn. But my father talked as if he were alive. He'd say, 'What does Jesse think? Would Jesse want this? What do you think?' Lisa Marie cried. "I think my father lived for 2 people, himself and Jesse, and that killed him." "Do you believe it? Did Jesse's soul live in your father?" "I don't know, but my father believed it, and that was enough." Lisa Marie died, 54 years old, heart attack, and some say she too united with her brother, Benjamin, her son who committed suicide. Maybe the Presley family was always like this, living with lost souls, but what they didn't know yet. Elvis Presley and Jesse Garon, twin brothers, one lived, one died. But did he really? Psychologists say Elvis had survivor's guilt, guilt for surviving, and he invented Jesse to cope. But some say, no, Jesse was real. His soul lived in Elvis, 2 souls, 1 body. Which is true? Maybe both. Maybe Jesse was both real and imaginary, both inside Elvis and outside. And maybe that's where his music's power came from, the harmony of 2 souls, Elvis and Jesse, singing together. Today at Graceland, there's Elvis's grave. On it, Elvis Aaron Presley, 1935 to 1977. But right next to it, there's a small plaque. Very few people see it. Jesse Garon Presley, 1935 to 1935 and 1935 to 1977. 2 dates. Because Jesse died twice. First his body, then his soul. And every year, on January 8th, their birthday, people leave 2 flowers for Elvis and for Jesse. Because now they know. Elvis wasn't alone. He never was, when they thought it was over. The voice on the phone was familiar, but... We found a recording in the Graceland archives. 1977, Elvis's last day, recorded in his own voice, and he's saying something. What is he saying? He says, "Jesse, I finally found you. Now we can be together, forever." And then two voices. One is Elvis, the other we can't identify, but it sounds like a twin voice. Elvis never died alone. Jesse was with him. Always was. Always will be. Two souls, one legend.